All right, so we are going to initiate, going to do a direct drive to a supercharger. So I'm going to make a left here. Need to get a late night charge in, so just thought I'd record the drive there. This is 2020.44.10.2. And again, the big updates here are the visualization and the and some bug fixes. Can't speak tonight. But the big things that I've seen so far is mainly obviously the UI visualization. There's been some other things as well, but it's mainly the focus on the FSD visualization. Everything else is just a lot smaller now, which you can probably see. But yeah, all of these things have literally gotten better over time, and I definitely can see it. I've had more drives on this I've had more drives on this version without disengagements than the prior two combined. So I think I posted two of my drives today, stopping a little early, but still doing a good job. So it's coming to full complete stop and then making the right turn. But yeah, so it's gotten, Elon again responded to me the other day and said, hey, be careful, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So always being cautious. I think that's the beauty of this whole thing, is that I am being very cautious, making sure that it's doing what it needs to, and that I will take over when I need to. Here, yep. And this one, again, I think I mentioned this in prior videos. This turn, it should try to get over sooner, but it's also a little hard because it sees it as a solid yellow line the whole time, versus there's actually like a small opening, because it goes from I think a middle lane that you can essentially make a left or a right turn. But then it literally then goes into the left turn. So definitely, but that's ultimately why I think there's a difference between Waymo and Tesla, where here I'm the tester versus having every little inch on this planet or this city photographed to make sure that it can deal with every single scenario. Great thing about this too is not only am I navigating to the supercharger, but it's also preconditioning the battery. So it's really, to be quite frank, doing everything that you would do yourself, but even more. Yeah, either way, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for not only tuning in, but for liking and giving all the comments. I've really, obviously, I think some of you have seen the feedback as far as even the positioning of the camera that I've adjusted. Made a pretty sharp right turn there, and then it's going into this lane. It's like those small little things like that, like jumping over the lane, that didn't do before. It actually didn't need to do that. And it's okay, so it was actually going 35. Interesting. I really like that. It was taking the on ramp at 35, and then it automatically jumped up to 65. So, and then it safely gets on, and then as you all know, it hits the FSD. It goes from the data visualization to the autopilot visualization. And I think most of you, again, I don't, I'm not a guru on cameras and all this other stuff, but I have been recording everything in 4K and uploading most of the videos literally straight from the GoPro, put it on my phone, throw it on YouTube. But yeah, I really appreciate y'all coming to this channel, checking us out. If some of you that don't know, we actually are officially a non-profit, and our goal is to rally enthusiasts and other EV lovers and push them to sustainable energy, push the knowledge, spread the word, because as we know, we want to see a brighter future for not only ourselves but our loved ones. And it's vital that the more we can showcase the things that Tesla's doing, the things that all the other EV companies are doing, or old ICE companies that are transitioning over, that based on what they're doing, people can see it, we showcase it, and hopefully we can get more ICE off the road. The interesting thing about Tesla in this whole situation is they have literally killed the competition hands down. They have made the best product on the planet. From the next 5 to 10 years, the game is theirs. But even if they were able to make every single car and continue to grow at the rate that they're growing at, they cannot put enough cars on the road to meet the demand of literally making a huge difference. That's why we need everybody in this situation. But all that to say, it's been a huge privilege to be a part of this early access FSD beta program. I actually had not been an early access contributor before, but this is a unique program that they're doing with this one, so it's been really cool. And again, if you've been following, we were one of the first to literally get this update and help push it out. And when we did, I was working with Tesla Raj. He's a part of our leadership staff as well. It's moving. It moved one lane over, and it did it safely, so I'm happy with that. But I'm gonna send that over because that didn't need to happen. And we posted a video of our very first reaction, and thankfully we got an Elon response of haha. But either way, I think it almost has over 3 or 4 million impressions, almost 1 million. Okay, good. Okay, that is interesting. So I'm gonna send that. So it's was kind of all over the place. I sent the video, did my part. But yeah, it's these small things that will make a difference. But ultimately, if you look at it from literally going from point A to point B, it's doing it. Those small things, you got to pay attention to, right? That's why it's always important to be fully aware of what's going on. As that was happening, I'm looking to the left, looking to the right, keeping my hands ready to take over. And I sent the video. So I know some of you who are like, hey, are you sending the video? I don't know if you can see over here, but you should also be able to see on the screen that it'll say autopilot video saved, and it'll send it back to the folks over in the early access program.